The Valdres had been traversing the void for 3 standard cycles when their deteriorating ships finally arrived in the Sol system. Their once mighty fleet, which had numbered in the thousands, had diminished to scarcely 200 vessels, held together by sheer desperation and resourcefulness. Behind them lay a history of rejection from every civilized world they had encountered. Captain Elena Vasquez observed the alien fleet's approach through the viewports of Luna Station, her weathered hands cradling a steaming cup of coffee. The readings were concerning. Enormous energy signatures indicated ships significantly larger than anything in Earth's Navy. However, the power levels were erratic, flickering like dying stars. "Ma'am," called Lieutenant Chen from his station, "we are receiving a transmission. It is in 17 different languages, including several that are no longer spoken." Elena raised an eyebrow. "Put it through." The holographic display flickered to life, revealing a being that appeared to have emerged from humanity's oldest nightmares. Standing 8 feet tall, with chitinous black skin and forearms ending in razor-sharp claws, the creature's compound eyes reflected the bridge lights like shattered diamonds. When it spoke, its voice was a blend of clicks and whistles, translated by the universal communicator into heavily accented standard. "I am Hive Speaker Zakoth of the Valdres Remnant," the alien stated, its massive form somehow conveying a sense of exhaustion. "We come seeking no sanctuary. We are the last of our kind, cast out by the Galactic Council for crimes we did not commit. We ask only for a place to rest, to care for our wounded, and to mourn our dead." Elena studied the creature's face, or what she presumed was its face. Despite its fearsome appearance, something in those compound eyes reminded her of the refugees she had witnessed during the resource wars of her youth. The same desperate hope intertwined with the anticipation of rejection. "This is Captain Elena Vasquez of Earth Defense Command," she stated. "Before we can evaluate your request, we require further information regarding these purported crimes." The alien's chitinous plates plashed together, which the computer interpreted as a sigh. "We faced accusations of harboring the plague of minds, a psychic virus that the Council asserts drives entire species into madness. 27 worlds voted for our exile, with only the humans absent from the vote." Elena's thoughts raced. She had heard murmurs of the Galactic Council through their limited alien contacts, yet Earth had never received an invitation to join. They were still regarded as a primitive species, scarcely deserving of recognition. "And did you harbor this plague?" "We are immune to psychic interference," Zach clarified. "Our minds function differently. When the plague spread through the outer rim, we provided sanctuary to the affected species, striving to discover a cure. The Council perceived our immunity as evidence of our culpability." Elena surveyed her bridge crew. Most were young, yet she could discern the same thought in their eyes that was forming in her own mind. Earth had always been the underdog, the species that did not belong. Perhaps that was precisely why they comprehended. "Lieutenant Chen, establish a line to Earth Command, Priority Alpha." The subsequent 6 hours were a flurry of meetings, disputes, and discussions that extended from the highest echelons of government down to local community leaders. The world observed as the alien fleet maintained its position just beyond Pluto's orbit. Their ships were dark and silent, save for the minimal life support systems sustaining millions of refugees. Dr. Sarah Kim, Earth's foremost xenobiologist, presented the report that altered everything. "Captain, I have analyzed their biological data. The Valdres are indeed truthful regarding their immunity. Their neural architecture is entirely distinct from any psychic species we have encountered. In fact, they may hold the key to finding a cure for this plague." Elena stood in the emergency session of the United Earth Council, her voice resonating throughout the chamber. Members of the council, we have a unique opportunity here, not only to save lives, but also to demonstrate to the galaxy our true nature. Every species out there has turned their backs on these individuals due to fear and political motives. We have the option to be different. The debate was intense. Some contended that Earth could not afford to provoke the Galactic Council. Others expressed concerns regarding the resources required to support millions of refugees. Ultimately, it was Secretary General Amara Okafor who cast the pivotal vote. Earth has always served as a refuge for those who had nowhere else to turn, she stated. We will not forsake that principle now, especially when we have the opportunity to extend it to the stars. 3 days later, Elena found herself aboard the Valdris flagship, traversing corridors designed for beings twice her height. The ship buzzed with activity as human engineering teams collaborated with Valdris technicians, exchanging knowledge and solutions that neither species could have accomplished independently. Zakath approached her in what functioned as the ship's council chamber, moving with a grace that belied its formidable appearance. Captain Vasquez, our scholars have been examining your species' history. We now comprehend why you alone chose to assist us. Oh, humans are also the outcasts of the galaxy, the alien remarked simply. You understand what it is to be judged prematurely. You are known to be feared for what others speculate you might become, rather than for who you truly are. Elena nodded slowly. The galaxy rejected you because you were different. They have treated us in the same manner. However, perhaps being different is not something to feel embarrassed about. Maybe, Zach clicked in contemplation, the outcast has the potential to create something superior to what rejected them. As Elena gazed through the clear aluminum viewports at the United Fleet, human ships operating in flawless synchronization with Valdris vessels, she could not help but smile. The galaxy had attempted to erase these individuals, but humanity had alternative intentions. Occasionally, the most meaningful families are not those into which you are born, but rather those you choose to establish. Furthermore, being cast aside can merely be the initial step towards discovering where you truly belong. The stars have never appeared more radiant.